So this is my first game tonight that I played, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 DK bots. This is after the bans that came out recently, and let me check the other team. I didn't even look at the other team yet. Like, so we don't even have 15, so I literally can't, apparently. I thought you're supposed to be able to look after the game starts. How can I not look at... Here we go. So it looks like they have... You just gotta look for gibberish names, right? 1, 2... It looks like it might be a real person. Give them the benefit of the doubt. And this also might be a real person. This is Jonah. I don't know. I mean, hell, they all might be real. But on my team, they're all bots. Like, I go through and look. This fucking game is pointless, dude. I don't even know why I'm bothering. Here, let me see if I can, like, mount or something after I die. And go and look. And just show. Yeah. Like, if you look closely, this guy, full burial gear. This guy, fucking literally DK leveling gear, I guess. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Some more Serenite Juggernauts, dude. The fucking Serenite Juggernauts. Yeah, it's like crazy. We got another guy over there. I don't know. It just seems like their efforts of banning are just so pathetic compared to like what they should be. And you know, I sent a ticket, like that's what my response is up here. I'll show you guys. Why not? Fuck it. So obviously I was really upset one night when I couldn't win my fucking my daily battleground because literally the entire team was bots. And I just sent this shit. Oh, sorry, I scrolled down. Please give me a job at Blizzard for 3K a month. I'll personally ban every single bot by hand in Battlegrounds that I come across. Give me the permission to permaban, IV ban, and pull up information of all the bot accounts. And you know, I actually received a message from one of the GMs that might, I don't know how to say it, but like, I guess they kind of explained the inner workings of how they go about banning. And you know, at first, I've never seen a GM reply. I mean, I've never even made a ticket like this, ever. Like, I've never fucking cussed out a GM or said anything bad to a GM or, you know, like people say they do. But I go and look at this, and I get, here, I'll just read it, right? It's, hello, good morning. My name is Class GM, member of the Game Master team here at Blizzard, and I just received your ticket. Michael, I want to say in 15 years, I've never seen a ticket like yours. As such, I'm going to provide you with an answer that you most likely were not expecting. So let me start by saying that IP bans do not work. They did back in the 2000s, but as internet providers started to assign dynamic IPs and later on proxies and VPNs became more common, banning an IP is generally highly ineffective, which is absolutely right? Like, there's no arguing that IP banning is completely useless now, especially with VPNs. So, that is actually why, that is why we actually ban accounts. But if we are, I mean, I'm sure they meant to say, but if we are realistic, most people using bots accept the risk of losing the account and will probably most likely try their luck again. The reality is, for every 1,000 accounts we remove from the game, there's probably a high chance of 3/4 of them to come back, and there's no effective way to stop that, as people outside of using dynamic IPs, proxies, or VPNs will also use non-traceable paying methods, such as virtual debit cards, gift cards, and so, to the point where it becomes extremely difficult to prevent someone from making a new account if that individual really wants to do one, and is willing to put in a bit of time and effort. So what that basically means is there's no credit card tracing, there's no PayPal tracing, not that they could do that, but basically, if you like go to specific websites for any G2G enjoyers, they're asking for you to sell them gift cards, and I'm assuming that these gift cards are used to fund these accounts, right? So, but then there's also Sorry. But then there is also another dimension. Normal people that play the game within the rules, but due to lack of awareness, or because they have their emails compromised, because they have their email compromised, end up being hacked, and for some time have their own characters being hijacked by malicious agents. Additionally, if we gave permission for you to pull information on all bot accounts, there is a high chance that we would end up like Meta, facing a fine of more than 400 million euros for breaching European general data protection regulations, or to put things in perspective, the equivalent to more than, I'm assuming this is 260 million, I'm not gonna fucking count the zeros, subscriptions, or I mean, maybe he just gave me the amount of subscription numbers that they have right now, right? My point here is that, unlike what most players assume, we need to tread carefully in regards to how we deal with account information, or otherwise we risk losing the ability to operate our services in multiple places of the world. So I'm also going to assume that this is a European Game Master. They have a European Game Master replying to me on my US account. Kind of strange. I guess maybe it's because I made my ticket at like 3 a.m. because I play at DGen hours. Must be the reason, right? It's kind of strange. Where were we? Sorry, I accidentally pressed spacebar and it makes me scroll down. Ultimately, it is not just about visually identifying bots, but also collecting data that will support closing an account, being that a process that actually takes some time and diligence, and in truth, more important than removing a reported bot from the game. The most important thing is to remove the bot program itself. As such, once a character is reported, we investigate and signalize it to our anti-hacks team that will track the player for quite some time in an effort to collect all kinds of information regarding the bot program used. So they keep the bots in the game, so that way they can track the movements of them, so that way they can ban all of the accounts at the same time, like they did with the 120,000 DK bots banned or whatever the other day, right? But in my opinion, I mean, obviously this is my opinion, I think that's kind of pointless. I think that they should ban on the spot, because we do pay a subscription fee to play this game, and we do not want, during the moment, we don't want a, I don't know how to say it, we don't want someone to ruin our game experience, right? So, if we are reporting these DK bots, which I've reported so many, it's ridiculous, you know, I get mail like every other week of, thank you for reporting, this led to a ban, right? So, I mean, thankfully they are banning, but they're not doing it, like, on the spot. There's no way to, like, I mean, there is a way, but I guess they don't want to do it because they'd rather just identify the programs being used, even though I feel like it can't be that hard to spin up another program to do this exact same thing that these bots are doing, right? Nice. DC'd. Fantastic. And, here, I can finish reading this ticket after I log back in. It's just so funny. This is great, right? Just getting farmed at the graveyard because my entire team was DK bots, and there's just absolutely nothing I can do about it. And that's my point. It's ruining my game experience. I can't get my 50 points a day sometimes for my 50 arena points a day for doing my daily battleground and winning the called arms or whatever. Let's see. By tracking bot users, we are capable of finding patterns that will help us neutralize the bot program itself, and at the same time be able to automatically track everyone that used the program. Only when this is achieved, actions against all users of such programs and not only the reported ones are taken. That is what allowed us to, as you may be aware or not, they linked me the post to the 120,000 classic DK bans. I don't know. It just feels, and that's pretty much the end of the ticket. And then they said, as for the job request, you can always look at Blizzard careers. And you know what's funny is I go to the career website. This is actually a dead link that they sent me. But I go to the career website, like just go to type it in, and there are 0 positions available for GM. It's pretty much just all internal. So, and by internal, I guess it's not really a good term, but I mean like art director, systems design, all that other garbage, right? Stuff that you actually need a degree to do. So, what I do appreciate is this GM, Clash GM, he was very honest with me. Yeah, see, like, English Game Master Team, Blizzard Europe. So this is, I'm not sure what that means. It could be a European Game Master. I'm not really sure. But either way, I appreciate his time of explaining like, the way they do things to me. I was very upset that night, obviously. If you want to look again, give me a job, whatever, yada yada. And yeah, I just think that they need to really do something, because right now the way it is, it's not, I don't know, it's not enjoyable. My experience is being ruined because of a bunch of people making bots, and I constantly report all these clowns like every single time, and yeah, just seems like a giant waste of time, and it's very frustrating to get my 50 arena points a day. So anyways, thanks for listening to my rant, and maybe somebody will hear this who has an ear at Blizzard, and I'm sure they already know about it and everything. Obviously, it's just, I don't know, hopefully somebody hears it that needs to hear it. Have a good one.